Hi, everyone, and welcome to Who Threw the Curve. And today we have Randy, who's representing Delaware out of North Carolina, and Rob out of New York City, but we're definitely located today in the Lower East Side. Today it's a weird conversation, but you know how we like to throw in some weird conversations once in a while, just to throw everybody off. Everything can't be serious. Um, but we're discussing the amount of time that people fart on a daily basis. Now, I I didn't realize that I fart so much. I can't say that I purposely fart because I don't remember farting. But it says here, and I think on the article, I'm going to talk from notes that I had just researching it. But from the article, I think it was kind of similar. But for what I researched, we fart anywhere from 14 to 23 times a day. I can't remember farting that much a day.
I counted it day before yesterday. And I was up over 30.
30.
30.
Oh, man. Then you
I'm
must
talking
be,
about all of them.
you
The
must be
ones you gotta
really healthy.
hold, they seep out.
So
It's the fart.
it's the fart. And it's weird that, so as of recently, we're killing cows because they're farting too much. They're emitting gas, right? Or
Yeah.
they're emitting methane. So they want to kill 200,000 cows who are farting in Ireland, right? But yet, half of Africa and even here in the United States, I mean, all over in every continent, we have people starving. But yet, you want to kill cows because they're farting instead of saying, hey, let's slaughter them and just feed the people,
Yeah.
because
We
that's what
ain't
they
killing
were
them because
raised
they're,
for anyway.
yeah. We
But
ain't killing
yet,
because people are hungry. We're killing because they're killing the ozone.
we fart 40, I mean, 14 to 23 times. In your case, you surpassed the average.
When I got to 30, I said, I'm done. I ain't counting no more. And I know I had at least 4 or 5 more in me.
So that means we're admitting we have to be emitting methane, right?
Yeah.
Why are we different from cows and all the other chickens? Like people, they're making fake chicken and little test tubes and shit like that and petri dishes because we have to kill off our chickens because they're emitting methane.
And, have you ever tried to take a lighter fart and tried that? It does. I have made my underwear catch on, or they don't catch on fire. They just go woof. You
Well,
do
I mean,
burn the hair.
I can get that because when I read here, I'm going to read it. Um, Farts consist primarily of nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, hydrogen, and in some cases, methane. Of course, they're going to throw in some cases methane, but why in some cases, not all cases? Do our farts pick and choose
It might
when
be.
to emit
It might be.
methane?
You might be eating Spanish food. Lots of methane. You're eating Italian food. That's gonna be more solid, more nitrogen, lots of cheese.
But I can see where you're coming from with lighting up because the nitrogen, the hydrogen, and the oxygen that will light up.
Yeah.
So we're fighting all this stuff. So why are we killing ourselves? Because we're emitting gas.
Somebody somewhere is in a cubicle that makes way more money than you and I make. Says so. You know what I mean? Really? This is
And
crazy. I can't wait to have it on live. This on live in a couple weeks. I cannot
to
wait.
go live with
Oh,
stuff like this. Oh,
oh
absolutely.
hell yeah! I can't wait.
So
Somebody calls in like, "Well, I farted 40 times last week."
let's talk about how back. Okay, so back in the days when I grew up, and it's funny because when I grew up, like if you farted, you got slapped upside your head because you didn't say excuse me or you didn't step
Yeah,
away and fart, or the same thing with a burp, right?
yeah,
But these days, everybody is like, oh, it's okay to fart.
yeah. People lift their leg up, just burp. Like I couldn't even say fart as a kid. I had to say I shot a bunny. If you said fart, you got slapped. It was a cuss word.
Exactly, because it was shut the fart just to like let
Yeah.
one loose.
Now my
And if
mom didn't, but I know my other friends down south, their moms will go to the bathroom and rip.
No, exactly.
Yeah, my mom would be like, "Brrr," right there for everybody.
And then I remember if somebody farted and it stunk, we all looked at each other because we were like, nah, it wasn't me. Like we were
Yeah.
afraid to say it was us who just fucked
Yeah,
up the
remember the
air.
sayings? The smeller's the feller. Whoever smelt it, dealt it.
No,
Ah.
the weirdest shit about farting is if you're in a New York, I take the train a lot. The worst thing in the world is riding the train during rush hour and somebody cuts one. Because that shit just lingers. It comes to a point where you taste it. You don't even smell it. It's like, oh. And I'm gonna go there and say the worst farts are from like Hindus. I don't know what the fuck they be eating.
That curry.
They be throwing some shit.
It's
They
that
be throwing
goddamn
farts
curry.
that literally burn you. Like you smell it and it burns the hair in your fucking nose.
Yeah. I learned something the other day about Hindus. You know, a lot of Indian people, their movement with their head when they're talking,
Right.
that's how they express. Like that's how they have certain ways. Like this guy was showing me at work yesterday. He was saying this. He was an Indian guy. I was like, this means yeah, I agree with you.
Really?
This, or no, this means yeah, I get it. This is nah, motherfucker, I ain't feeling you. And then he was showing me how the head wiggle, the different types of head wiggles, what they mean. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Are you
Really?
kidding me? But he
I'm
was
gonna
dead
watch.
serious.
I work with a lot of them. I'm gonna watch them next time. Like, no, you don't even believe me. Stop. Get out. Get out of
I'm
my
telling you,
office.
and you know what? I'm that guy that if I'm in an elevator in a real nice hotel and there's a bunch of people in there, I'll let one.
The silent killers.
Yep, silent but violent, and then everybody's looking around. The little ladies, the preppy will go. I'm over there like, or I'm like, damn, who did that? I don't care. I'll do it. And my wife, she just walked in the door. She'll tell you I'm a stinking son of a bitch. She'll come down the steps and I'll use the bathroom or be doing it. She'll be like, your ass stinks.
But apparently that if you fart anywhere from 14 to 23 times a day, that you're healthy.
You're healthy. Yeah.
So I guess I'm gonna have to start counting my farts to see how healthy I am because I don't recall farting.
The fart
So
is a part of our
it's
everyday
either I'm
life.
full of gas, or I'm full of shit. But I'm full of one of them.
I'm full
I
of
gotta
both.
start letting loose.
I'm full of gas. I'm full of shit. I'm full of intelligence. I'm full of ignorance. No, not ignorance. I'm full of dumbness, but not ignorance. But yeah, we're all full of something to create what we are. You know.
But I mean, like we were discussing before, in some cultures, me growing up, and my family's Puerto Rican, like you couldn't really do that. Like you got
How can
slapped
that
upside
be
your
with the
head.
beans and rice y'all eat? How in the hell can you can't fart? You guys eat more beans and rice than anybody on the planet.
We weren't allowed to fart openly. You know, as kids, we used to play the fart game and just fart on each other, but we couldn't fart openly in front of our parents.
Yeah, man. I would just blame it on your grippers are loose. That's what I tell people. If something squeezes out, my grippers are loose.
Oh man!
The fart.
But I mean, I guess farting is a natural occurrence. So why is it a natural occurrence for animals, and why we gotta talk about slaughtering animals because they're
Yeah.
farting if it's a natural occurrence?
It goes back to one of our first topics that we ever talked about. You know, it's the micro cheating. Now
Ah,
we're this is micro methane gas management.
I just sit there and I'm baffled that nobody says, hey, are we gonna walk around in the future with like a fart monitor to see how much methane we have emitted?
It's going to be in your Levi's. There's going to be a little gauge.
You know? Oh, I can't fart no more today. I already went over my quota.
Yes. Or you're going to be walking down the road and you have a little gauge on the back of your pants. Somebody's like, he's put too much methane in the air today. Or she's farted a lot today. You watch. They're going to be able to find a way for it.
But with that said, you got anything else to add on the farting game?
No, everybody, I'm going to say this. And I'm going to do it in my British accent. The fart.
The fart.
The fart is a part of our lives.
Yeah.
You can smell it. You can't see it. Sometimes you can taste it. Sometimes you can hear it. So you know it's there and you know it's real.
That's
Keep
it.
farting, man. Keep farting.
I guess farting's okay, but be aware that one day we're gonna have to wear a gauge. So don't fart too much. With that said, don't forget to follow us, subscribe, share us, and like us. And again, if you want to chime in about farting and let us know how much you fart, just write it down in the comment area, and
Yes.
we'll engage with you. With
We can
that
have a
said, thank
contest.
you.
The longest recorded farts. Let's have a contest. Record
That's
the
right.
but you gotta be. People gotta be there. You gotta. Let's have a contest when we do our live stuff.
With that said, thank you, and we'll catch you on our next segments.